Wine Podcast, episode whatever the fuck it is. I don't know.
That's best as just how we open our zinger of episodes.
Yeah,
It's something. I don't know.
yeah. So just so you're aware, Alan has COVID.
What?
I'm pretty sure he has COVID. There's COVID.
That's.
That man has COVID.
Did he ever say anything about tasting anything?
No, I don't know. He's just coughing. So I'm just saying he has COVID.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Man has a cold. COVID.
It's clearly COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's clearly has COVID. That's what I'm saying. So, anyways, how is joining us this week is a wonderful human being, Josh.
Yep, I am here.
The man who purchased the waifu stickers, which will never, ever let you.
You're gonna keep throwing this out, and it's gonna keep bouncing off my face. I'm gonna go, what? I don't. It's not a problem. Like,
What's wrong with me buying waifu stickers? Nothing.
Because I seriously thought I was gonna buy them for you. That's the whole thing. It was like, oh, I'm totally buying these for Jeff.
See, the funny thing is that, like, that story is still hilarious to me. The fact that, like, I'm like, okay, this is not that bad. This is not that bad. Oh, this is getting pretty bad. Oh, this is getting pretty spicy. Oh, this is actually. They're just straight up porn. And then the fact that, like, you're like, man, I'm gonna go walking outside with them, not even checking the bag. So we've been walking around the entire
again, you would think they would just fucking put them in a brown bag or something, but no. Mm-hmm. Like, God, I would appreciate it if they did.
Probably.
Yeah.
Also joining us this week is Ben.
Hello.
Hi. Ben's tired.
A little bit.
Ben is tired, but he's happy that Counter-Strike 2 exists.
I could actually care less. Surprisingly, considering I probably Counter-Strike is one of those games I grew up with in my youth. It's 1.6. I am an old person.
I mean, I found out the Wii was released like 2008, and I was like, oh man.
I remember how fucking crazy it was. How many people were like seeking that shit out, trying to buy the Wii. It's like, the Wii's a revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, okay, it's a Wii.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. But anyways, we have some topics to talk about, boys. We got some things to talk about. Some things. Linus Tech Tips got hacked last week. I think that's a topic.
Oh, we can talk about how NetEase finally released why they dropped Blizzard.
Yeah, that's probably going to be funny.
Oh, you don't know why, do you?
No, I honestly stopped caring. You know, I played Diablo 4 and then went on the most epic rant of all time.
You didn't like it, huh?
Okay, I want it to be bad.
Why would you want it to be bad?
Because then it's easier to boycott.
True.
Okay? It's easier for me as a consumer to say, man, this game sucks. Why do I play it? Now I'm like, oh, do I want to give them monies to support what they're doing? Even though I think that they're a shit fucking company and I hate their guts? I mean, I can't be like Josh and just, buy every game I see sight unseen.
Is that a game I have? No, buy it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that the game I have?
I wish I had the money to do that.
See, but Josh has like 1,000 games, I'm pretty sure, on Steam.
I buy them all on sale. That's my strategy. Always on sale.
Yeah.
And when it gets to a point of like, oh, I know this game. Oh, wait, it's only $1? Yeah, gladly.
Man, I'm just going to play this. Man.
It's perfect. Too bad I didn't buy it when the first came out, but oh well, that's $1.
I just stopped caring. Yeah, Josh buys the games on Steam, so I just don't do that.
I'm just broke.
Yeah,
So I just buy games when they're on sale or contemplate about it for like 3 months and then eventually buy it.
yeah,
That's about right.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. I did buy things today though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I bought Metroid Prime Remake recently. That's the game I bought recently.
I'm not super into that, so that's probably one that I would pass on. I had a friend that was super about Metroid all the time. He bought like every one and played it all the time, but you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. Okay, well, so yeah, I played Diablo 4 2 weeks ago. Ben, did you play Diablo 4?
I did not because I don't give a shit. Instead, I played Diablo 3, realized why I hated it, and bought Last Epoch instead, and I'm playing that.
Good. Actually, I need to Google that just to make sure I know what the last epoch is.
It's like, okay, so it's like a blend of Diablo 2 with updated graphics and PoE. So, like, imagine PoE not as complicated.
What game is this called?
Last Epoch.
I think I know what this is.
Oh, is this like... Oh, yeah, that's on my wish list.
Yeah, so they just got their multiplayer update, but just like...
Oh, in my dyslexic brain, epoch, I want to say epoch.
But
like
yeah,
it's spelled
so...
epoch.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
So it's Diablo 2, but see, that's a game I never bought. Diablo Remaster.
Yeah, so it's like Diablo 2 got a facelift and PoE isn't as complicated. That's pink squares.
Yeah,
So it's some textures on this ability.
I was gonna say, like, this game looks exactly like Diablo 2 to the point of like the HUD. The HUD just looks like Diablo 2.
But it's different.
Yeah. I mean, I do see. Although it's different, sure, but I'm looking at the HUD. I'm like, oh yeah, that's where all your healing potions are. That's where all your abilities are in the middle. Like,
I think that's fine though. Like, it's easily recognizable. It was definitely well designed. So like, I don't see the problem with it.
I argue once you invent the wheel, you don't have to reinvent it again. So
Yeah.
when Diablo makes something that, or like Diablo 2, it's so iconic to the point of like, yeah, you can have the same HUD elements, but simply because it just looks good.
Yeah, like even like if you look at PoE's HUD elements, that's even more Diablo 2 than this is. But yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. So I'm only level 10. So what is there to know yet? But still,
Oh, it says it's early access too.
yeah.
Yeah, but most games are early access nowadays, Josh.
That's what you do. You just you make the game, and you know, either you're having cold feet about releasing it this early, or
At least it's not Ark Survival Evolved. You know what they did this week?
did they just like put more DLC in it and still called it early access?
No, they did something even worse.
Oh, good.
They're shutting down all the official servers in August.
Wait, Arcus?
Ark Survival Evolved. Yeah, they're all the official servers are shutting down in August.
Awesome.
Why?
But what's even worse is they're releasing another version of Ark Survival Evolved. That's the only way that you can continue to play on official servers because Ark Survival Evolved 2 got delayed.
So the game is just going to be.
So they're just literally fucking over themselves.
They've always been money grubbing because that's the way that all their DLC has been.
Okay.
So they're just looking for more money, and then for Arc 2, Well, here we are. They're paying for the same game again. Because fuck you, I guess.
That's interesting. I mean, I don't understand why you would want to do that, but that's also like one of those things where the world gets stupider as the world continues going on.
They just want money, man.
Yeah.
They're very obvious about it.
Yeah. Like this political meme I'm going to send you, and not Josh. Oh, God. Rebecca. Oh, God. Right, I forgot I sent that today.
Yeah. I heard about this. Man. Fuck.
Do we want to talk about it? Do we want Jeff to rant for 40 minutes?
Oh no.
I mean, you can,
Let's do it.
but Jesus Christ.
Okay, let's talk about this. Okay. I love a certain group of people. I love them. And by love, I mean absolutely hate them with disdain for the entire planet on the planet Earth. If I could nuke the entire world, destroy it, exterminate us, kill every single life form on the planet just to fuck these people over, I would. Okay? So, let me explain to you why I am in this mood, okay? I have a niece, or a nephew, let's remain agnostic per se, who is Christian. I have multiple friends who are Christians, okay? When a shooting happens in the States, 9 times out of 10, old Jeff, young Jeff, inexperienced Jeff who isn't 28 years old and doesn't really give a flying fuck about a lot of things and thought the world was a lot more innocent than it actually is, would have sat there and said, you should ban assault rifles. Newer Jeff, after going through years of mental health research, all of this other shit, dealing with all of the fucking terms and conditionings with mental illness and all the fucking fun stuff that is, says, man, maybe we shouldn't allow people who are mentally ill to have firearms, and maybe we should protect schools. New Jeff also would sit there and say, man, the first thing I would do when a fucking school shooting happens isn't turn around and say, this shooter is a fucking victim.
Yeah. Do you also know the fact that the American media is very stupid when it comes to guns? They don't actually understand what they're asking for.
Yeah, no.
Because that person didn't have an assault rifle. They had a civilian variant of an AR-15, which is just a single fire rifle.
Yeah.
And if anything, they actually use their pistol carbine more than they use their rifle, which is just a 9mm pistol with a stock and like extra little bits attached to it. It was literally just a pistol,
which is illegal.
No, that's legal.
Oh.
That's literally just pistol mods. When it comes to like converting a pistol to a carbine, there's not any specific laws around it because it doesn't increase the lethality of the pistol at all. The only thing that it does is increase maybe accuracy a little bit. That's because you can now shoulder the pistol. It doesn't increase the range. It doesn't increase the velocity. It doesn't increase anything. It's literally just a 9mm pistol with some extra attachments on it.
All right. Well, anyways, back to what I was going to say. See, here's the thing: is like, I understand mental health illness. I understand mental illness and stuff like that. I don't fucking understand where people get off going, this person who shot up a bunch of fucking kids, they're the real victim. It's like, no, just no, just no. You're fucking retarded.
And of course, some news outlets weren't allowed to even say that they were trans. Literally, just had to
okay, no, because here's the goddamn truth. Okay, a trans person wouldn't have shot up a school. Okay?
I mean,
because all this does.
It's people. People still do that.
Yeah,
they're still trans.
No,
nothing changes.
No, because you want to know the reason why I'm saying they're not trans? Because a trans person, all this does is damage the trans movement. So you want to sit there and you want to tell me that you're trans? Cool, fine, fantastic. I don't have any argument to argue with you or anything like that. But let's call a fucking spade here. Okay? A fucking coward who, like, we shouldn't respect at all, quite frankly, in my personal opinion, went to a school, shot up a bunch of kids, and then you have a bunch of people who are fucking idiots who obviously don't fucking really give a shit about the trans community, because if they actually fucking did, they wouldn't fucking say the shit that they're saying right now.
Oh, you're insinuating that the fact that we shouldn't respect this person's identity because they're a fucking psychopath is what you're telling me.
Yes. I don't think that we should respect people who go into a fucking school and then sit there and call them a fucking victim. That's the part that pisses me off.
Yeah, I can understand that. I do feel like that that somebody like that definitely does not deserve respect anymore at that point.
Yeah, like here's the thing is like I have a very strong opinion about Christian. I don't respect that fuck guy. So I'm not going to use him by his preferred pronouns. Fuck that shit. The guy fucked his grandma. Mother.
It's his mother.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Like I get where some people are like, hey, let's use the proper pronouns. Okay, cool, that's fine. You know what? To each their own. Okay? That's okay. But like, don't sit there and tell me that a fucking 6-year-old who is probably more innocent than most people. And I get that a lot of people fucking think that like, oh, well, we have to protect the kids and stuff like that. That's fine, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. But don't sit there and say that they're a fucking fascist when they're fucking 6. Don't sit there and say that. That's wrong. That's completely bullshit, and everyone knows it.
Wait, they were calling 6-year-olds fascists?
They were saying, this is the comments that they were saying. They were saying, we were protecting the world from future fascists. It's like, what? What the fuck?
I can understand
News?
a hatred of religion or whatever.
That would be, if that was Fox News, Josh, that would be on, you would see it on every single fucking platform, because there would be an accusation that Fox News said this, and Fox News would probably be retracting that article as soon as it came out. No, this was on Twitter.
Okay, yeah, I don't...
Yeah, Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter
fucking
is
weirdos.
Twitter, my man.
Yeah. Like, but still, don't fucking do that. That's not cool.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Because I'm like, if some news organization said that, then I'm like, wow, that's... but it's Twitter.
No, this was
dumb
from...
fuck. It's just saying dumb fuck things, then it's a dumb fuck.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, regardless of that point, okay? Like, the other thing is like, when somebody goes and shoots up a school, don't say that. Don't sit there and say the shooter's the victim. Okay? Like, that point can't be made enough. The shooter is the coward who took out and attacked innocent people instead of getting help.
Yeah, okay. You're not wrong.
Like, we shouldn't... Like, if you're saying that the shooter is a victim, I'm sorry, but there is a special place for you, and I think it's a padded room, and I think that you should go there right now and think about what you've just said, because we're talking about 6-year-olds here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do wish that people.
Sorry, Josh. By the way,
did like how to put it. Properly was fighting the right battles.
I wish that people in the States were smarter, and I wish that the States had better mental health resources, which I think is a big issue. And
the thing is they keep saying that, right? And they keep doing it. And then what happens is then the Republicans fight down all of the stuff that would help that. And then we're back at square one again. So it's like, And then the Democrats don't really help us either because it's just like they're not. I don't know, man. Like they're so self-serving. It's disgusting.
I mean, that's your entire.
I really have to ask, what the hell is the tipping point for them to finally start realizing what the actual problem is, other than being super self-serving?
You're talking about the American people standing up for themselves?
Yeah, well, it's honestly going to come down to when it affects the upper class enough. Right now, it's not affecting the one percenters. So since the one percenters aren't having any issues, they're not worried about what the lower class thinks. And the lower class are pissed off, obviously, and like workers and stuff are mad. But because the lower class feels like they have no power or whatnot, it doesn't really matter to them because like, it doesn't matter because it's not affecting us yet. So until it actually affects them, they're not going to do anything.
So you're saying Illuminati's fault?
Something along those lines.
Sure.
I mean, here's the thing, Josh, is like the thing that's probably more likely to happen is you're probably going to see the rise of like, you're probably going to see more escalation.
Yeah.
Before you see this fucking thing get solved. And like, honestly, like the thing that would probably get a bill passed in Congress to enable it is if all of a sudden Washington had a school shooting at one of their schools,
or Congress people get attacked or hurt in a shooting, and then what's going to happen is there's going to be a complete overreaction, and they're going to ban like certain guns, and it's not going to actually change anything.
You mean like they did with what was it? They did with TikTok.
Yeah, but into TikTok, the whole TikTok thing is a smokescreen. They actually just want to control the internet and control the media.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Josh, did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Patriot Act 2.0.
Yeah, if not, it's worse.
Yeah, it's so great.
Because it's basically what they want to do is they're attacking a jail time onto using applications or media from a source that is considered an enemy of the state. So basically, like since they declared China an enemy of the state, if you use a VPN or something to bypass American blocking techniques to stop you from using TikTok, you could go to jail for like, I think was it like 5 years or 5 to 10 years, and then like a $500,000 fine.
Yeah.
But the thing is that it's specifically targeted for journalists. So it's like one of those things that's like, it's not for an American people, it's for media, and it's so the government can control the media. It's not for us. They would never probably go after a private citizen for doing it. Don't give a shit if a private citizen's doing it. They give a shit if someone they deem as problematic doing it. And it's probably also to control people in the government as well. So it's like if you're a member of the government, they don't want you using TikTok and other Chinese applications to prevent spying and shit. And and then again, like I said, like it's them to control the internet and scare people into not doing it. I
mean, here's the thing. I think TikTok is very bad, very dangerous.
It's so obvious that it's for the detriment of the United States in the way they do it. Because when you view TikTok in China, it's completely different. Their algorithms push things that are like beneficial for society, where in America it's all politics and like woke bullshit and just like frivolous time wasters, and the algorithm is designed to keep you on there as long as possible. When you see the restrictions in China, like if you're under 16 or something, you can't even use TikTok. And then when you are under 16, you can only use it for, I think it's like 6 hours a day at most. And then when you're 18, it's like 12 hours a day. So they have limits on it there. And then again, like it's only promoting things that they consider good for their development of their state. That's not the frivolous Instagram models and other bullshit that isn't ours. It's completely different.
It's not. You're not suddenly gonna find cute cat girls on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not going to find like the stupid dance trends or like eating Tide Pods in China.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing. I personally, okay, I like the idea of banning TikTok. I don't know how you would do it without an actual. Actually, no. I have a pretty good idea how you would do it. You would just go, okay, executive order, ban TikTok, and it would be something along the lines of like, ban TikTok due to X reasons, and then sit there and just say, we're banning it because we feel as if it's a national security issue. I mean, there's been bullshit reasons that worse things that people have done for more bullshit reasons, I'm pretty sure. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bill to ban TikTok it's not about that at all.
Yeah. No. Anyways. Has anyone played a video game this week?
I do have a video game that is not Last Epoch to talk about that I think is worth and good.
Mm-hmm.
So, we can talk about that if you want. But then I can also let Josh have a turn.
Literally, I mean, I wish I played a video game, but really I've just been playing Magic the Gathering over and over. I could talk about Pokemon Go and how they're enacting another rule change to their shit. It's annoying.
Oh yeah, I heard the raid pass bullshit.
Yeah,
people are pissed about that.
Oh man,
it's fucking it's so stupid. Like it. Here's the thing, I get it that it's trying to get people to walk more, but like, there's better ways of doing this. Like, why don't you give me more better, like, way awesome benefits for actually walking? Why don't you just give me better benefits when I actually go to a gym somewhere? Why don't you give me better benefits for, like, oh, it looks like you did 10 kilometers this week. That's awesome.
Because they want you to spend money to avoid walking.
Yeah, but, I mean, they also limit it to 6 a day.
Because they want you to spend money to avoid walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. It's like, if you want me to walk more, then wouldn't they give me better benefits for walking?
Josh, I'm just surprised you haven't played more Resident Evil Remake.
I'm surprised that you don't get this, that they don't care if you walk or not. They only care that if you spend money.
Well, yeah. Here's another problem with that. If they want to make me spend more money, like you said, wouldn't they not put the fucking cap on the fucking promote rates at all?
Yeah, probably.
Like, again, this argument falls so short because, like, why wouldn't they just fucking leave it alone?
It's probably because there's something with the remote raids where people are getting too much reward, and so they want you to do something, I guess. I don't know, man.
Yeah, seriously, like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like, if it's money, this is not a money method. This is the reverse of that. Literally.
I mean, this pisses off people, but it doesn't destroy the entire world.
Like,
yeah,
like, I get it. It's only for, like, the certain percentage of people, but at the same time, it's like, I still view it as, like, what if person who lives in buttfuck nowhere try to get into a raid, or, like, he tried to get in a raid like he used to, and now he can't because everyone else around him that has on his friend list, it's just like, oh, I can't, I already at the 6 max, oh, fuck, great, I can't.
Nah, man, that sucks, I guess I can't play this game anymore, man. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to playing RE6.
Yep.
Or other games.
Some other video games.
Yeah, I know what people play. But yeah, no, that sucks. So they changed the raid system? How did they change it?
It's really more about the remote raids of like, what was it? It's like instead of being $1, it's like $1.25 or $1.50, something like that. This just made everything more expensive, and it just seems like more of a hassle to get into remote raids. And it's just like, it's a hassle getting these fucking shinies in the first place. And like, you put a more further barrier in place, like,
Yeah, because they want
whatever.
you to play more and spend more money.
Yeah.
I can't. If they want me to play more and spend more money, you don't put a cap on it.
Well, you
Like,
do.
I'm-
So that you stay longer. That's why.
Yeah, they want you to have retention.
That's not making me stay longer. I'm actually considering pulling out.
That's because you're a normal person. You don't fall
Josh, you're
victim
not-
to their.
Josh,
to
Like,
their-
there's no
Josh.
way. There's nothing you can say. It's gonna change this because it's so fucking stupid.
well, that's
Josh,
that's
Oh,
because
well.
it's stupid to you. That's a normal person. The most of people either are going to fall for the sunken cost fallacy, where they're too far into it already, or they're going to fall for they're not on like the internet as much, and they're like, oh, okay, this just cost more, it has a cap now. Oh well, and then you just keep playing anyway.
That grandma in the Philippines that plays like for an hour a day.
Yeah, exactly. Which is not exactly their targeted demographic, but the ones that they're targeting are the people that won't give up now because they're already like so into it. You know what I mean?
Although it had a giant drop off after the like that big phase afterwards. Of that when everyone to start playing it all at once when the game first came out.
Yeah.
Like literally everyone.
You mean when the game was good and just and perfect and
Actually, I don't think the game was perfect then. I still thought that game had problems.
hey, you're pissing on my strawberries here.
Am I?
Yes, that game was perfect.
Sure.
Continue.
Sure.
I
Anyway,
mean, when it first started, it wasn't even battling yet. So I mean,
yeah.
I mean, but yeah, you could be like, man, I'm gonna catch Pokemon, and then you catch Pokemon, and you'd be like, oh man, this game's great. It was the most amazing game ever made because you would go into a park at like 2:00 in the morning and run into somebody who had like the same amount of no life as you. It was wonderful.
2 a.m., huh?
Yeah.
Dude, I remember going to the park here when it was like community day and realizing that I'm like alone and a 30-year-old dude doing this, and I'm like, this feels wrong to me.
I mean, the worst case scenario is you walk down and you're like, man, walking down the park and you're like, man, is that 17? Are those 17-year-olds fucking? Huh. Anyways, I gotta go catch the shiny Charizard.
Yeah. Although that's another fucking thing about with the raid system as it is. I just kind of wish that, like, hey, I'm sure I'm walking out and about and I like to do this raid for this legendary Pokemon. I would love to have people around me to do the raid, but they don't exist. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, there's no way I'm going to be pulling people's teeth just to come out and do a fucking raid or two. Like, this doesn't exist. Maybe if I'm in California, then maybe.
Yeah, it sucks for rural people the most, but I mean, like, again, like, I don't think that they care.
Yeah, they don't.
Most people don't give a shit. They just are like, man, money spend money, money spent, money gone, money good.
Yeah.
You spend money on, I don't know. I bought this NFT.
I bought this prostitute. I bought this hooker. She's holding.
No, relax. It's non-fungible cookies.
Yes, I bought this NFT.
Non-fungible.
It's a picture of this.
Non-fungible truffles.
It's a picture of a girl holding up Halo 3 Anniversary. God, I want Halo 3 Anniversary.
Keep praying.
You know, eventually 343 will do what I want, and then all will be well and just in the world.
Really?
You can't
Yeah,
believe that.
They made Halo Infinite good again.
I don't
hear
believe
you
that for
cry.
a second.
No, it's better. It's better. Fuck you. It's better.
I don't believe that for a second.
Ben, play with me. I will show you the ways of the Halo Infinite snob.
You almost
Sorry,
spoke out
friends.
into I can show you the world.
I mean, I'm not doing that one now.
Show you the world. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
A whole new world.
Copyright. Disney's gonna come and sue you. Although I guess if the automated sound picks up that, I think there's bigger problems.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. The AI is frightening at this point.
I mean, it's not really, but it's mainly just great. But we could talk about Blizzard.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
look at
about
this.
the Nitties thing? Because you don't know
Yeah.
yet?
Yeah. Well, I look at this cute cat girl. That's the third cat girl I've shared today.
Okay. So I forgot the fucking hotkey to get to my goddamn passes in this game.
Well, eventually, Ben will figure out where the thing is, and
Okay. Anyway, so it turns out that during their renegotiations for their contracts in China, right? Because China's kind of ramping up their whatchamacallits, their regulations for games in China. They needed basically more control over the video games.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, so we want to do a more exclusive contract or whatever. They wanted more control basically over the games in China, and Blizzard was like, fuck no.
yeah.
And so they're like, okay, well, we need to make sure that you follow the guidelines of China. And then Blizzard was also like, they went to, oh yeah, by the way, can you stop funding people that leave our company? Like, Destiny, and I think there was another one that left that they were pissed off about. They were like, can you stop funding these people or like picking them up so they can publish in China? And they're like, why the fuck would we do that? We want more money. And they're like, yeah, well, if you keep doing that, we're not going to do business with you. And they're like, okay. And then Blizzard was like, oh, by the way, we want $500,000 up front in your contract instead of over time like it has been before. And that's when they fucking lost it. They're like, you're fucking retarded. They literally were insulting Bobby Kotick to his face in the discussions. And then eventually Bobby was like, all right, they're going to keep insulting me. We're going to take our toys and go home. And they cut the deal. And that's why NetEase fucking lost their shit, because they're like, because Bobby Kotick being a piece of shit is the reason this deal didn't go through.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. But don't worry, there's that knockoff right around the corner. It's right there.
Oh yeah, they do have a knockoff WoW clone that they're making.
Of course they do. Everyone does.
I have one just under my foot. It's not a very good knockoff, but it's a knockoff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like all of those Overwatch clones that came out,
Yep.
where you're like Overwatch comes out and you're like, oh, this game's just Overwatch. No, it's great.
So it was just like, because Bobby Kotick was being a fucking asshole, they lost the deal for NetEase. And now
I mean, it
lost
sounds
out.
like
They lost out on 750. I think it was 750 million of revenue per year.
sounds about right. So, well, that sucks for NetEase and every game company like that. Well,
I mean,
what are you
honestly,
gonna do?
fuck China, dude. They've been catering to China and ruining our shit for so long.
oh
Fuck
yeah,
them.
no, oh yeah, no. I mean, I agree with you and your sentiment. I just think that, man, Blizzard getting fucked by their own comeuppance, and Bobby Kotick being a little fucking turd.
Yeah, it's honestly crazy.
Might be the greatest thing ever of all time. Just Blizzard just getting fucked over in the ass. Just fucked. But fuck China too. They're a piece of shit country.
You know what? You're right. They're a piece of shit. Oh, yeah, their company and their shit.
Yeah, fuck China.
Fuck these companies.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
And fuck Blizzard. Blizzard's a piece of shit anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fuck Blizzard. Blizzard fucking sucks.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Remember when Blizzard was good?
Yeah, and what was
Yeah.
it, 2015?
Yeah.
Not
And
really.
you
It was
could
more
be-
like 2010. Was this primetime Blizzard?
That's cool.
I miss it.
I miss it too. That StarCraft 2 game they made.
Yeah, StarCraft 2 was a lot of fun. Did you ever? Oh my god, this is gonna show my age and my degeneracy. Did you ever play any of the custom maps in StarCraft 2?
Yes, I played some, not a whole lot, but I played some.
Did you ever see the degenerate maps where it was like reveal a picture playing the siege defense map with siege tanks or whatever?
No.
Really, you've never seen this?
Okay, I'm gonna see this, and I'm gonna be really concerned. Is this gonna be like the Halo 3 Forge Barn?
Yes and no, kind of. Okay, so it was basically like a custom mode where like you would have to do a tower defense, and the more you succeeded, the longer you played on the map, the more of the picture that was revealed, and it would be like pixel art in the top. So 90% of the map was just pixel art, and then the bottom was just you playing a tower defense, and then slowly the picture would be revealed, and then it would just be whatever, and usually it was an anime picture of just like straight up porn.
That sounds about right for most people.
But it was just funny that those things existed.
That sounds like something that Josh would enjoy.
I'm furiously typing right now.
It also sounds like something I would enjoy.
But this was the original StarCraft. So that's what I'm saying. It was literally pixel art.
Oh, the original OG one. Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm pretty sure they did it in StarCraft 2 as well, but because you could port maps over. But it was just hilarious that like those things existed.
Makes sense. The internet was a very disturbing place. The internet has a lot of porn on it. It's a very interesting place.
Too much porn.
Because the internet is for
Overloaded.
porn.
I mean, look, I posted a picture of a girl who's clearly holding up not her top. I think it's not her top, but clearly Halo 3 Anniversary Edition. So we got to find this woman and get Halo 3 Anniversary Edition. And then there could be so much more porn on the internet. Because
I
she
think
would be doing.
you're just so addicted to Halo at this point that you don't have anything else.
No,
it's
I
like
didn't
it's like your crack cocaine.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe. Just
played-
maybe.
I played Metroid this week.
Okay, how
Which
long did you
one?
play Metroid, and then did you play Halo after any of those sessions?
No, I didn't. I played Metroid for about 10 minutes, and then I also played... This was after I played and got home from an Iron Kingdom session, which I guess I could talk about. Would people like to hear my story of how I played Iron Kingdom's RPG?
Sure.
Maybe.
Which is basically D&D.
How did that go?
But not D&D, because it just goes to shit.
I mean, it's War Machine Dungeons and Dragons. It went pretty good. I am playing a snoot character who doesn't enjoy talking to people and refuses to tell people his name, so I got immediately called Blue, which is a good name, I think. A wonderful name. Alternatively, I've also been found out that having low power weapons is bad, and I should probably buy a sword. Shenanigans happened, and people died.
Oh dear.
Yes.
I'm just thinking of this online animated video of a person who it's like, oh, I'm going to get this weapon item that's protected by this troll, and the troll's like, what do you got? I got this water pistol, and the troll's like, the hell, you're gonna kill me with this water pistol? Bang! What the fuck? It shot a bullet? Yeah, I got it crafted to shoot real bullets. It's awesome. I think you should get like a most mundane item, like a pen, and make it so it shoots lightning. So to be.
You just describing 40k orcs.
Yeah.
Yep. You should just get like the most like it's a water pistol, and you're like cool, and but it shoots real bullets. Wait, what? Like the best thing ever. You want to test me with my water pistol? Try me, punk.
Josh, have you played any other games today? This week?
This week, I'm trying to see if I actually did play anything.
Do you just buy games and not play them?
I think at this point, yes. Although I did play the snowboarding game Steep. Although I only played it for, no, I did play it longer than 3 minutes. It says on Steam because it refuses to boot on Steam.
Well, that's because it's Uplay, and Uplay is trash.
Uplay's very trash.
Ubisoft is actually trash.
Although I thought they're gonna
Yeah,
not.
what else is new?
I thought they're gonna not.
I think I
use
let
Uplay,
somebody
but-
hack my Ubisoft account because I didn't care anymore.
I'm pretty sure somebody has guessed my password, but they can't get in because I threw a Google Authenticator on my account.
That's funny.
But joke's on them. I have a shit ELO in Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah, that's what it was too. Because I remember I was like, one day I kept getting emails about like Rainbow Six Siege or whatever, and then all of a sudden it just one day said your account has been unlinked to your Ubisoft account. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, well, that sucks.
Because I was it's only for Rainbow Six, and I just don't care. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, why would you give a shit?
I mean, hopefully your credit card information wasn't like there.
No, it wasn't.
That's good.
I never bought anything through the Ubisoft store. The only way I bought things for Ubisoft was like through PlayStation or on. And actually, I bought anything on Steam anyway. Like I said, the only reason I had the account is because I had Rainbow Six Siege, and then I also like played like the Assassin's Creed games, like some of the later ones, like through like GameFly or something, and that was it.
See, I just don't understand why people still play Ubisoft games.
Yeah, I don't get it either. They're not fun. They're all just carbon copy clones, and they're just boring as fuck.
See, I understand. Like, I personally prefer like their Siege and stuff like that, and their Tom Clancy games. But they haven't made a new Tom Clancy game in like what 6 years?
Yeah, and like
That's not
Rainbow
true.
Six Siege barely has any support anymore.
Well, what about actually no? They have Quarantine now, which is the new game, which is literal trash. But besides that,
I think the only moment I ever had on my account getting hacked was what was it? I think it right around when PlayStation was getting hacked left and right. No, that was a few years ago. Luckily, at the time, the Sony thankfully put two-factor authenticate, like two-factor on it, just to tide wave of people getting their accounts hacked. And as soon as that happened, I actually went. I went and turned it on. As soon as I did, I had maybe within a week or two of blips on my phone saying, "Hey, you want to log in?" I'm like, "No." Oh, okay, yeah. We'll do that. I'm like, thank God for this. I think my account was going to get hacked, and nothing happened.
Damn, I got lucky.
Yeah, although I did see a friend of mine live on Twitch got his account hacked.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious because he was in the middle of playing. I forget, he was playing like a VR game. No, VR wasn't at the time. No, he was playing like Dead Souls or whatever Souls-like game. Yeah, he's playing whatever Souls-like game he was playing at the time. Cherno, his name. He was playing whatever, Dark Souls or whatever Souls game he was playing. As soon as he turned off the game, he looked on his library. He only has like a few games he ever plays on his PlayStation account. One of them was FIFA. And he just looked at it and goes, I don't play FIFA. Why is that there? And then as soon as he saw that, he's like, I ain't gonna change shit. Hold on. It's weird because as soon as he realized someone was on his account, it looked like they were going to buy something, but they stopped. Which was weird because usually what they try to do is buy as much shit on FIFA because of cards, and then somehow push those cards through to another account, and then that account that was hacked, it would just be deleted of all money. So that's what happens in that type of scam thing. But it was weird because he was hacked and looked like someone was gonna do that same thing, but didn't do it. Which it's weird. Like, I don't understand how that works, but he was very lucky at the time.
Yeah, the one time that I got hacked and actually gave a shit was when I played World of Warcraft. After school one day, I was at a friend's house and I didn't go right home right away, which is like the one time I didn't go home right away. I went to a friend's house for a bit, and then all of a sudden I get a call from Warren, and he's like, are you like playing at Johnny's house? And I'm like, no. And he's like, you just logged in. And I'm like, I was like, oh, motherfucker. So I had to like hop in my car and sprint home and spend hours on Blizzard tech support hold and get my account back. And in that time, it was maybe like 6 hours, right? And in 6 hours, they sold all of my gear on all of my characters, pulled all my gold together, stole all of the items from my guild's bank and sold it all, and then leveled 2 gathering professions to max in 6 hours. And then I got the account back, and then they restored everything. But because I didn't have any professions on that character, they just left them. So I had 2 maxed out professions, and they let me keep all the gold. They gave all the items back, and then doubled all the items by accident. So I got all of my gear back, and all of my items, and all the guild items doubled.
Nice.
So I had I think it was at the time I had 500,000 gold, and that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and it was just and they were just like, yeah, you can just keep it on. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you can just keep it. Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, they just did not care back then. And this was Wrath of the Lich King too, so it was I was really surprised. It was a wild time.
Although I've heard from some people, especially a friend of mine who told me that he was a hacker of WoW accounts and stuff like that. It said it was just so easy just to get into accounts. Apparently there's some back door you can get into, and you're like, yeah, you don't have to know anything, you just get in. And I'm like, what?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's fucking absurd.
That was that was the time where I went immediately and got an authenticator, and
that's
supposedly it got around the authenticator too.
Oh wow! So it was after that. Wow, damn, that's fucked.
Yeah. Supposedly, what he told me is supposedly I got around that too, and I'm like, I don't know how, because it still pings the person saying they're on the account somehow.
Yeah, but if you have an authenticator with the same time zone or the same whatever, the code can generate, and you can usually break the code. Sometimes.
I see.
Yeah. There's ways that you can break the code if you do enough in a row, which they probably fix, but probably not soon enough. So
I do remember that there was an exploit with the authenticators, and there was a way to get around it, and they did fix it. I remember that. It was because of the way that they were like the server generated the code or whatever.
Yeah.
That like there was some dumb thing you could do to like get a code, but it didn't matter.
That sounds about right.
Well, that's doom and gloom. All this hacking shit. And all those assholes stealing count passwords. It's like assholes. Stop stealing our shit.
Is that a podcast?
Yeah, probably.
Guess it is.
Nobody's played RE4 Remake, have they?
Nope.
Nope.
Don't have the money to buy a $60 game. I don't really feel like it.
I just simply
Josh, buy this man
I'm not,
RE Remake.
I get people have a nostalgia for it, but I don't have that. I legitimately don't have that.
Josh doesn't have nostalgia for the game that
I
made
understand it's cool. I understand like, oh, it is one of those like, touchstone games, but I don't have that nostalgia like at all. Like,
I have questions, Josh.
you gotta remember, I didn't like playing horror games in general growing up, so I just never touched it.
Yeah, same here.
So
Actually, I will say this: the horror games I like are like Dead Space and stuff like that. So I should probably pick up RE.
I don't like horror games because I feel like okay, so I don't like horror movies either, and it's not because like I don't like being scared or whatever. It's because I find the way that they scare you is incredibly cheesy and incredibly boring. I would rather be actually scared of something than just have it be jump scares or whatever. And jump scares, I just feel like is the cheapest way to get a scare out of somebody. Like if you're scared that somebody's gonna just bound out and fucking like shake you up, that's completely different than like an actual like intentional scary like atmosphere. And like Dead Space does the intentional scary atmosphere, but it relies very heavily on jump scares also, and that's why it's like, it's an okay game, but like if I'm just gonna get jump scared, I don't want to play the game.
yeah,
That's all.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's just like I was just got tortured. I guess no, not tortured. Maybe tortured is the right word. I don't know, but back in the day, I would see my brother just play the original Resident Evil, despite how cheesy that was. That scarred me. So yeah, like there's a little twinge in my back of my brain saying you hate this, you don't want to do this, you don't want to play this, and I'm like, I can't help but agree with that twinge in my brain, despite that makes no sense.
Sounds about right. Anyways, thank you everyone for listening to the Black Mind Games podcast. You can listen to us every Thursday on blackmindgames.podbean.com. Subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting app of choice. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Ben, for joining us. Have a good night. Are you recording, by the way? Okay, so that way then I can be like, motherfucker.
I'm recording. So
It's podcast time.
I was gonna say, are you talking about this week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know. It's podcast time, motherfucker. How are you today?
I'm okay.
Did you have butt sex?
No, I wish I did.
Well, that's kind of gay. You could have. It could be worse. You could be fucking a monster girl.
Oh, I mean, I could.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a bad thing?
I mean, it depends on the monster girl, I think. You know, if you're sleeping with something that has like 8 mouths and looks like more closer to an elite, and then tits that are just like
It's the boobs. It has to have
Yeah.
boobs. That
If it
br-
no,
kinda-
but the boobs have mouths on it, then you're going, jeez.
I don't know.
I don't
Look, it's just
feel-
all the teeth. I'm nervous. I don't want to. It's just.
I
Kinda,
don't want to stick my dick in there.
Are you like you're not gonna bite or anything? I'm not just a food item.
It's confirmed that he's I'm just concerned here, if you catch my drift. I'm just a little concerned. I just don't feel comfortable with you especially.
Just awkward nerds trying to interact with a absolutely mutinous body horror alien.
I mean, it can't be much worse than you buying stickers.
I
am
mean,
never
if you-
not bringing that up, motherfucker, by the way.
Hey, at least I know what I'm gonna do.
to invite you to
I
a LAN
know what
party
I'm gonna do with
where I
those. I know what I'm gonna do with those stickers. Don't test me.
You stick them on my car, and I will shoot you.
Here's the thing. I'm not a dick. I'll just put it in between pages of a book, and then one day you're just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I have this book. It's great," and then the tits are gonna come out.
No, because you know what's gonna happen is like I'm gonna be like, here you go. Here's a fucking. I'm gonna give it to an employee, and then all of a sudden the sticker's gonna come out, and I'm just gonna like look at you, and I'm just gonna be like, so Josh just committed sexual harassment. If you want to press charges and fire, I can have him fired right now.
I'm co-CEO. I don't think you could pull that off easily.
I mean, it depends if you do this often.
It's rarely. Because
How many
by the time
stickers do
you find
have?
by the time you find it, it's gonna be 5 years after the fact.
This is what's going to happen is we're going to start the company. We're actually going to hire a new female employee, and they're going to be our HR department. So I can say stupid shit and get away with it, right?
Uh-huh.
So I can be like, yeah, look, it passed HR. What I said about the Holocaust being wrong, it got past HR,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Can't say the spicy shit. But everything got help. But everything got past HR, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one game I gotta play. I just keep neglecting to play it.
I bought a new game.
You did?
Yeah.
Which one? You got Crab Champions.
I got Mecha Knights.
Oh. Okay.
I got Mecha Knight Nightmare. It's not a waifu simulator, which is disappointing. I wish I had more degeneracy in my body so I could play more degenerate games.
I mean, I could play more degenerate games if I wanted.
I mean, I did
to.
send Ben something pretty degenerate.
You did?
I mean, Rebecca's pretty degenerate. Yeah. The Rebecca from Cyberpunk. I sent you today. Gee, I wonder why. She's totally not a shorta or a loli or whatever the fuck. A short person. Okay, never mind. We've had this fight before. Doesn't work.
Because you're wrong.
Rebecca's a very good character. Okay, fine. Yes, sure. I'm wrong.
Yeah, Rebecca's not a lolly.
I
She's
mean,
a short adult woman.
Dude, every single time I look at The Last of Us, I'm like, oh man, the girl they have, Ellie, she looks like she's 12.
That's because Ellie was 12.
Yeah, but have you seen the TV show?
Yeah.
She's 19, dude.
Okay. That sucks for her, I guess.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she just has a baby face. There's some people that are like that.
Probably. Shall we start the podcast?
Sure, I'm already recording, so.
Alright.
Sure.
Sync in 3, 2, 1.